Hi, my name is Dr. Terri Levine. I am 63 years young. Part of the year I live in Pennsylvania. I'm in Northwest Pennsylvania right now in the United States. Part of the year I live in my home in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And part of the year I live in my other home in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. So this is my story. I worked in corporate America for many years. I was CEO of a national healthcare company. And I went to work every day miserable. Can you relate? Every single day miserable. In fact, Sunday evenings, I would have what I call the Sunday evening dreads. I would dread going to work on Monday morning. I got paid a high six-figure salary with stock options and bonuses. I was told I was really good at what I did. The company liked me. And yet I wasn't happy and satisfied. There was something missing, a passion. And one day I had a wake up call. And here's what happened. My mother passed away of emphysema. Now, my mother was my best friend on the planet. 7 days later, my friend, Marnie Hope Reesberg, died at the age of 40 of breast cancer. Marnie said something profound to me while I was on the phone with her while she was in hospice. I was with my mom and couldn't go be with Marnie. And what Marnie said to me was, Terri, life is more important than work. I know, she said, people will stand up at my funeral and they will talk about all the things that I accomplished at work. And I want you to know that I sacrificed living my life, living my passion, and having time freedom, and instead gave that away to an employer. That hit me. It really hit me. Shortly after that, I decided, let me find my own passion. I created a process that I called Work Yourself Happy. Actually, it was the name of my first book, Work Yourself Happy. And I literally realized that my passion was helping people create businesses out of doing what they love. And that I was going to do that for myself because prior to working in corporate America, I had been an entrepreneur, creating my own successful businesses and loving my life. So I quit my job and I started my coaching and consulting business about 30 years ago. So I want you for a moment just to imagine, and maybe you, like me, were going to work every single day or are, and you're really not happy and you're not satisfied. Maybe you're asking yourself, what the heck is life for? And then I had kind of a dramatic wake up call. Maybe your wake up call is right now. Maybe from today forward, you can live the rest of your life doing what you love and loving what you do. What I love to do is help other people find their passion. Like, what is that thing that they're really excited about, that they want to help other people? They want to pass it forward. Whether it's, I want to help other people with their health and wellness or their relationships. What is the skill, talent, or expertise that you have? I realized that mine was helping women create not just high income businesses, truly businesses that gave them a life and a lifestyle. Time freedom. Oh my gosh, there's nothing more important than having time. When my mother was passing away, that's when it dawned on me. If I had my own business at that time, I could have been with my mother day and night, night and day. And instead, I literally had to go to my employer and say, my mother is dying. And I am going to stay in that hospital. I'm going to sleep right there with my mom. And if you fire me, you fire me. They didn't, but I was willing to do that. Think about this. If you're a woman and you really have a passion for helping other people with whatever you're good at, maybe it's creating relationships, maybe it's getting fit, maybe it's communication, maybe it's leadership. It literally could be anything, teaching them how to play guitar or cook healthy meals. I don't know what your particular interests, passions, skills, or hobbies are. So take a moment and imagine waking up tomorrow and you're literally living the life of your dreams. And while you're helping other women achieve something amazing in their life. You yourself are living a more fulfilled and passionate life. See, I'm so blessed that for the last almost 30 years now, I wake up every single day working myself happy. I work up every single day doing the work I love with the clients that I love and adore, making a massive and amazing difference for them, and having a lifestyle and freedom. And I want to talk about that freedom for just a moment. I understand that we all need to have income. Let's face it, that's what has us function in the world. And there's so many different ways to create income. If you have an employer, they are in control of your hours, when you get raises, how many days you can take off, when you get paid, how you get paid, so many other things. As an entrepreneur, what I am able to do is wake up every day and do what I choose to do. If I want to go spend time in a park watching kids play, I can do that. If I want to have what I call white space, where I have no appointments and I just show up and say, hey, Terri, what do you want to do? And then in that moment, I get to make a choice based on the fact that I have freedom. Time freedom is so important to me. Think about this with me for a moment and really breathe this in. Time. It's such a precious commodity. The day my mom left this planet, the day Marnie Hope Reesberg left this planet, they ran out of time. Marnie was busy doing her to-do list. And you know what? We only get our to-do list finished when we're done, literally in the grave. Because you can endlessly just say, oh, here's 30 to-dos. Well, I got 28 done. I'll put 2 more on for tomorrow, and then I'll add more tomorrow, and it's more and more and more. This is about living the life you've always dreamed of. So this is my story, and I would like for you to create your own story. To give you a little tip. You ready? Imagine going decade by decade in your life saying, what brought me joy and passion when I was 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30? If you're older than that, you can keep on going. And in every single decade, going back and saying, what did I love? And then finding a way to incorporate more of that into your life. And that's what I did. When I went back and I did 0 to 10, I remembered that I liked, at the time, by the way, I was speaking on stages when I was 5 years old. And I remembered that I really liked speaking to audiences. It was fun. And then when I went to 10 to 20, and those were my college years, I loved learning about ways to communicate and to help people. And then when I went 20 to 30, it's like, well, that's when I started my first couple of businesses. And that's when I also started helping friends and family and other women that I knew create their own businesses. See, that was a clue for me that was my passion. And you see how all these decades kind of tied together and they all had an underlying theme? That was like my aha moment, my wake-up call that being a CEO of a company, well, that was kind of an ego thing. It wasn't what I really wanted to do. It might have made me sound and feel good because, oh, look, I'm a CEO of a national healthcare organization. Yet being very transparent and authentic with you, I was miserable. So each of us in each moment, we have the opportunity to create our own story, to bring our own uniqueness to the world. And I really believe that this is your time. So how did I know it was my time? It was that misery factor. It was, it's Sunday. Maybe you can relate. I don't want to go to work in the morning. It was being at work going, it's a long day. Doing a lot of tasks that didn't fulfill me. And at the end of the day, I was making a lot of money. It was hard to leave. Being very honest again, those golden handcuffs were on tight. However, I did leave. At the end of the day, are you truly happy? That's what it's all about. Are you truly happy Are you living your best life? I like to live a delicious life. I literally wake up every day. This is where I am today, and I'm so excited to share with you. Wake up every day. Whether I'm living in my house in Mexico, walking on the beach, whether I'm living at my home in New Jersey where I'm also living on the beach, or whether I'm here, where I happen to be today in my home in Pennsylvania with my gym and my steam room, I wake up in the morning and I say, "Oh, what feels good?" And I get to go do that. And then I spend several hours making a major impact for my own clients, helping them grow their businesses. And at the end of the day, I have time to wind down, to be with me, whether I want to give back to my community or a charity or do one of my spiritual practices or journal or read or take a walk, whatever. So this is my story. I want you to think about how you can make your story even better and more delicious. I spent 5 years in that corporate job, not happy, feeling down, somewhat depressed, and constantly asking myself, really? Is this all there is to life? Is this it? I don't know if you can relate. If you can relate to any of this, I really do want you to stop for a moment and start imagining the possibilities and potential. That's what happened to me. Once I opened my mind and became curious and open, I'll tell you how I found my career. I literally was getting on an airplane to go to a mind, body, and spirit expo. And I sat next to a woman on the plane, short flight, like a 30-minute flight from Philadelphia to Boston. And I just said, "What do you do?" And this was going back around 28, 29 years ago. And she said, "I'm a coach." Now, I never heard of coaching back then. So ignorantly, I said, "Oh, what kind of team? What sport?" She chuckled and she said, "No, I'm a business coach." She told me a little bit about that. By the time I got off the plane, a 30-minute flight, I knew in my heart and in my soul, this was what I was meant to do. This is what I would be at home doing. This was my passion. So I hope that you can find your passion as well. If you seriously want to find your passion, if you want to then turn that passion into profits, and if you want to work yourself happy and create your story and help other people and make money at the same time while having time freedom and money freedom, doing what you love every single day and loving what you do every single day, I invite you over to my Facebook private by invitation only community with about 6,400 other business owners just like you, who are like-minded, who are enthusiastic, who are passionate. And it's called Heartrepreneurs with Terri Levine. Heartrepreneurs with Terri Levine. So the word heart and then the word entrepreneur kind of combined. Heartrepreneurs with Terri Levine. Once you get in there, say hello. I am on a mission to help as many women as possible discover their passion. So there's my story. See what pieces of it you might be able to relate to. See what pieces of it might make a difference for you. If you just heard one thing that makes a difference, well, that could make all the difference. I hope that my story helps you to create your story. I'll see you in the Facebook group. Again, it's Heartrepreneurs with Terri Levine.